Hello, you're back for more. Okay, I'm gonna show you two models, this one versus this one. As you can see, there is no difference that you can notice. But if I select the one above and hit Shift F, see that messy geometry? The issue with this geometry is that it makes the object very limited in terms of how we can use it. And it makes it very, very difficult to rig. And if we want to optimize it, if we wanna do UVing for it, it would be an absolute nightmare. On the other hand, here is the other one. Look at the optimization of the edge flow. Like overall, you have an idea. Like as you can see, overall, it does have an actual flow, right? So what is the process? Simply put, you have the upper one that is the original one with the messy edge flow, and you have the lower one. The lower one is a copy that we make. After we make that copy, we optimize the edge flow of that object. Once we do that, it would come out with low resolution. Then we up the resolution, because what we want to do is to project the resolution from this guy into this new and more optimized guy. So in order for the optimized one to hold all the details that come from the original one, we need to have a decent amount of resolution that can hold the details. Once we project those details on that object, then the same details we have sculpted on the original one are actually implemented on the new one, except for one thing, and that one thing is extremely important. We have an optimized edge flow, as you can see. Let me show you how this process is done. This is the original sculpture. As you can see, it has a messy edge flow. That's perfect. That's totally fine. I'll select on that layer and then go and click duplicate. Now we have a copy. Great. Then I'm going to select that layer that is newly created. And now I want to go to geometry. And in geometry, I want to go to the ZBrush and give it half the resolution. I'm gonna hit Shift F so we can see the edge flow evolution. Then I'm gonna click on half. So once I click on the ZBrush, on the top left, it's gonna show you that it is making progress. But in some cases, you have some really dense geometry. So that was a roadblock for me when it wasn't really doing the ZBrushing. So thanks to my friend Dom, he showed me that you can just go into the Tessimate and just do some minor Tessimation, keep it on the low end, just to show you what the Tessimation does. It gives you a really cool, funny version of your sculpture. It's pretty funny. So I'm gonna push it all the way down, something where it does some Tessimation without reducing the fidelity of the details. Now when I go to the ZBrush, I click here on half again, and then ZBrush. Now you see on the top left, you see we have some progress. Thanks again, Dom. So now it's gonna give me a much more optimized edge flow version of that bird. Look at that masterpiece. If you go here into the active points, you see that it has 270,000 active points, which is very, very minimal considering ZBrush. If you click Ctrl D, now we have 1 million. Ctrl D again, now it has 4.3 millions. So for comparison, the original one had 4 millions.6. Now the goal of this process is not to reduce the geometry, even though I just did reduce like 300,000 active points. But the main point is actually to optimize the geometry. So right now I have an optimized version versus a not so optimized version. What's the next step? That is going to be projecting the details from the messy model into the optimized model. All right, the following is going to be a little confusing. That's because the way ZBrush works in terms of the way the subtools are selected or shown is very confusing. So for that reason, follow along with my steps precisely. You tap on the original geometry. Now it's shown. Then I'm gonna tap on the optimized version. You must see that camouflaged kind of style of display, because that's telling you that it has both geometry pieces overlapping, but the key element here is the visibility of the one that is on top, which is the one with the original sculpture geometry. The chaotic one is above and visible, and the optimized one is only selected, tapped, okay? But only the chaotic one is visible. Then you go into the subtool. You have a menu here called Project. So in the project, all you need to do is to click on Project All. So chaotic resolution with visibility on, while having the optimized only selected, only tapped, without visibility, and then you select on project all. This process will take some time depending on your geometry, depending on your computer whatsoever, but it's not really that time consuming. I ended up with this level of optimization for the edge flow while maintaining the exact level of details. You see the loops around the eye, you see the loops around the mouth, even around the cheeks or the bulges in these areas. It is incredible.